Hi everybody. Today I'm here to tell you about the 4-day school week and how to implement it into more school districts. And I personally believe that the 4-day school week is more beneficial than the traditional 5-day school week in school districts. I believe that because it can help save your school money by not having to use as many substitute teachers. They'll save money on busing and the unnecessary staff like cooks and aides that come in on Fridays will not need to with a 4-day school week. And it will also increase attendance at your school because it will allow for students and teachers both to make business or medical appointments on those Fridays off. It will help improve your student morale. You'll have fewer disciplinary problems because the students will probably be happier with the 4-day school week because they don't have to go there on Friday, and they're a lot more willing to participate and get into class discussions and lectures. And there are plenty of researchers that have done research on it that have found that there is no negative impact on student achievement with a 4-day school week. So overall, I would rather have my school save money, increase attitude and attendance, if there's not going to be any harm to the academic achievement of our students. So to get right into it about how you can implement it into more school districts, I'm going to start off with the state level, which is not quite the way I'd want to go about it, but it could be done. But the state leaves most of the options of the school up to the school board, and so we start at different times all across South Dakota. Like our uh, co-op, we have one school that starts at 8:20 and gets out at 3:15. We have another school in our co-op that gets out at 3:30, and we get out at 3:41. We get out later because of our 4-day school week, obviously, but the other two have both 5-day weeks, and therefore that whole 15-minute difference, it's up to the school board, not the state. And that's why I think that should be done at the local level instead. But the state could still pass a law that would mandate the 4-day school week, and then all schools in South Dakota would be that way. But it'd be really difficult to get an entire state to go on board with that, especially with them big schools. They're not going to be as willing to do it. So instead, I would suggest bringing it up at the local level. It's a lot easier to convince a smaller group of people, such as your own school board, rather than the entire state. And in order to implement the 4-day school week into more schools, they'll need to bring it up to their own school board rather than at the state level. Um, with that, you're going to need to present it to your school board, and the best way to convince your school board is with the community being involved. You're going to want a lot of people either at the school board meeting signing a petition that says that they're on board with it, or whatever way possible to get your school board to recognize that the community is on board and they want this to happen, and they think that it'll be better for the school district. And then also you're going to want to do your own research to show that the 4-day school week is better, whether you use the Hewitt and Denny article, Yarbrough and Gilman, McCoy, any of those articles that I used in my last one are great for it. Or you can go on and find your own. And overall, you need to have your research done, the community behind your back, and then you need to have a group of people to go and present your information to the school board. And you're going to want somebody that is very influential in your community, a very influential speaker, because that will help your school board recognize that it is what they want. A big name in our community wants this to happen. It'll probably go a lot farther than somebody that is just kind of there. You're going to want somebody that has kids in school, uh, experiences it kind of firsthand. Maybe even, you want your teachers on board, everybody in your community that you can to be on board with it. Like I said, whether you have your petition signed or you have them people there to support it, then the biggest thing is just getting your school board convinced that it is better. And overall, like I said, I would suggest bringing it up at the local level rather than the state level, because it's a lot easier that way, less people to convince. And overall, that's what I have for you guys. Thank you, and have a great day.